Hey YouTube, it's Kurt here, and today I want to talk about what you should get any guitarist for any holiday. And I'm uploading this on Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Whether male or female, there are a bunch of things that you can get any guitarist, and they'll enjoy them as a stocking stuffer or a Valentine's Day gift, and they're really just handy things that any guitarist might not have. Now, first of all, you can pretty much always get a guitarist a new guitar, and they'll be happy with it, no matter what guitar it is. Even if it's a shitty one, they'll add it to their collection or put it on their wall. Guitarists just love guitars. Well, only the good ones. If they don't love guitars in general, they're probably not a very good guitarist. But yeah, any strings they will appreciate, because you can use any strings really to practice on. And some strings will be better, they'll be pricier, but those will be the ones that'll last longer and they'll really like. But yeah, stocking stuffer, cheap Ernie balls, they're fine. Also, again, I love this fast fret stuff. It's yeah, you can get it online, Sweetwater, Guitar Center, whatever. But it's really nice because it lubes up the strings. It's a nice stocking stuffer because it's not very expensive. And I'm not advertising again because I've marketed some of these things before, but I'm not sponsored by anybody or endorsed. I'm not endorsed by any of these companies. These are just cool gift ideas. Also, I use Snark tuner. Yeah, these are actually very handy. They're acoustic tuners. But you use them for electric too, because they pick up on the vibrations of your guitar. So yeah, they work for pretty much any instrument. These Snark tuners, they really are awesome in my opinion, and they're highly accurate. Yeah, and you can get them some these days watch batteries if you want to get them, or her watch batteries. Excuse the burp. Yeah, those would be really handy too. Also, guitar straps. Guitar straps are also very nice. Yeah, guitar straps, they do get old after a while. Some of them, the cheaper ones, they do wear around the pegs here. So yeah, a nice strap or even a cheaper one that only costs a few bucks, they will also be appreciated if they don't have too many things. Now, as far as like guitar polish and whatnot, I hardly use any polish. A lot of guitar players just like to let their guitars age naturally. So yeah, I wouldn't say worry about guitar polish too much unless they specifically ask for it. Now, another thing you can buy guitarist, you can take a look at what type of acoustic guitar they have, or what type of electric guitar they have, and if they don't have a solid shell casing, you can look up the type of casing that they need for that particular guitar, and you get them a hard shell case. Those can be very nice for guitarists that don't have a lot of money. Also, cords. Yes, cords. The quarter-inch cords here. Those, yeah, these just go bad sometimes. Pretty much, and sometimes we don't always have the longest cords that we want to have. So yeah, if you want to give them a nice like 25-foot cord, that should pretty much suit any guitar player if you get them a nice cord like that. Yeah. Also, if you're playing an acoustic or a nicer electric, you can get the guitar player an in-case humidifier. Those can be basically sometimes sponges. A lot of them are basically sponges that you stick into the case, but they really aren't that expensive. Nicer ones, they can be like 20 bucks. But yeah, pretty much you have to fill them up once, and it makes it easier for the guitarists because they don't have to humidify it all the time. And they just stick it in their case, and it just helps the wood of the guitar. So that is something that can really be beneficial. But yeah, those are just a few ideas. I'm sure there are probably a few more out there, but I think that's a pretty good list of what any guitarist will appreciate for any holiday. I hope this was a helpful video. Again, if you guys have any more feedback on that, anything to add, leave it in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a like, and check out my other videos and subscribe, you know, blah, blah, blah. The typical YouTube stuff. But I'm here, happy to holidays, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.